Alright, welcome back everyone, it's your Code King Zaf here. It is that time for an updated guild boss guide for Yan Queen, ensuring our juicy fire team deals the most damage as possible. I'm going to make sure you avoid some very common mistakes and ensure you have all the tips and tricks in your arsenal to maximize on your damage, of course. But the number one mistake I see right now is that you forgot to re-support us. Yes, that's right. The supporter program has reset, so make sure you jump in and support us. That way, you don't miss out on the upcoming codes for thousands of essence stones, mapper extracts, and more. So jump into the link down below. It is 100% free because your support was removed as usual, so you have to jump in and do it all over again. And I should mention a lot of our guilds, including our top guild right now, Zapvirus, is looking for brand new members. So make sure you join our Discord server and go to the open a ticket button to make sure you submit your application to apply for one of our mini guilds. That we can join one of the best communities out there and also join one of our many fantastic guilds. Now when it comes to our fire team, there's two things you want to make sure you're doing. The number one thing is that Kane has the most power on the team to ensure that the Angel in White set is applying the bonus to her. It doesn't matter which team the set is on. In our case, it's going to be Team B on Yuso Hyun. Watch this. She is running this set right here to ensure the member with the highest power on our team gets an 8% damage increase, which is a must, ensuring Connie deals more damage, of course. We also want to make sure Connie has the most crit on our team. When it comes to both the teams right here, you want to have her crit rate as high as possible to ensure she gets a buff when it comes to Essel's weapon. Yes, that's right. Her weapon gives us 2400 attack, which is key to ensure Connie deals the most damage possible. So make sure when it comes to your Team A and Team B that Connie has the most power and crit, of course. Now, when it comes to builds, very simple. On our hunters right now, we're running these sets here. When it comes to Connie, 2 Curse to 1 kill, and also 4 Expert. When it comes to Gina, 4 Guardian, and 4 Sylph's Blessing. For Essel, we have a full greed set to ensure we get bonus crit rate and crit damage on our team. When it comes to Team B, on Choi, we have the Curse set and the Obsidian set. On Libra, just the Character set. She is not there to deal damage. Do not worry about her stats, it's not important. But when it comes to Yuso Hyun, you can worry about her stats just a little bit. I mean, more damage on her is fine, so run the Obsidian set and the Angel in White, and ensure you have at least some attack on the set. In my case, some attack comes in on armor piece as well, and getting some attack coming in to ensure she deals just a bit of damage. You want to make sure all your hunters are capable of dealing a little bit of damage. When it comes to your priority, Kane is number 1, Essel is number 2, Choi is number 3, and Yuso, Hyun, and Gia number 4 and 5 respectively. When it comes to Libra, do not worry about her. Her damage is so minuscule, it does not matter what you run on her. Just make sure she doesn't die. That way she can apply the 15% damage taking increase to the boss, using her core attacks, of course, to ensure we get a lot of damage from the charm bonus right here. Now, with all that said, here are the blessing stones and runes we're running on Jinwoo. When it comes to the runes, just copy these, but you can substitute one rune. When it comes to this one right here, that is surprise attack. We do get a bonus of 20% damage increase on Jinwoo. That way, of course, we're dealing more damage, but there is a certain timing required of this. We do have Thunderstorm, and the boss is weak to wind right now, so Thunderstorm does work fine. But if you want to maximize your damage to the most of its capability, and your timing is good, running this right here when it comes to surprise attack is actually not that bad. The damage increase is obviously substantial on Jinwoo, so keep that in mind. You do have some options when it comes to QT, but when it comes to skills, just copy these. These are the ideal sets right here when it comes to your skills and blessing stones as well. You want to make sure you run Boss Slayer just because we cannot use weakness section because the Fan of the Fire Demon gives us so much elemental weakness damage. We just do not need it, so keep that in mind when it comes to our fire build right here. Even if you have Legendary Boss Slayer, it is much better to get the bonus damage out to bosses and not the elemental weakness damage that we do not need, of course. Now, if that's what I do want to mention, when it comes to your cores, you do not have to worry about the stats you have on them because that depends on the artifacts you have as well. I'll mention that in a second. But when it comes to your cores, you do want to make sure on Connie you have all these cores right here. And on our fire team, just make sure you do have this core specifically for the 5% attack bonus. All our fire team members deal a decent amount of damage, so these cores right here are quite important. When it comes to the other cores, overall, not the biggest deal, but this core is obviously quite useful to make sure your hunters do not run out of mana. For any hunter that runs out of mana, make sure to run the purple core right here, but for the middle core, overall, it's not that important. The only hunter you want to make sure you have that core on is Kane, to ensure she always gets a shield applied because her basic skill deals ultimate skill damage, so she always will apply shield ensure you get the Guardian set bonus from Gina. The 10% damage increase is huge. But let me show you your stats right here. When it comes to Sung Jinwoo, you want to make sure you have 150 intelligence if you're running the Transcendent. Yes, Transcendent. Reawakening, of course. If you do not have Transcendent, you always need a bit more intelligence coming in. 150 only works if you have 24% from the Transcendent Reawakening, so keep that in mind. When it comes to your stats right here, this is kind of what you want to aim for. You want to have above 200% crit damage, a decent amount of crit rate. You want damage increase, of course, and defense pen does not matter. We have the same trend when it comes to our hunters right here. On our girl Kana, you want to make sure she has the most crit rate on our team, but also the fact that you want to match our Jinwoo stats as well. When it comes to damage increase, crit damage, and attack, you want to maximize on your attack always and ensure she has just a bit of mana consumption reduction. You want around the 2000 mark to make sure she doesn't run out of mana. When it comes to other hunters, same thing, a lot of attack, a lot of damage increase, defense spam we don't need, a decent amount of crit rate, but not more than Kanye, of course, and crit damage. The same thing for every single hunter right here. Again, the stats look very similar. Yuso Hyun can use just a bit more mana consumption reduction to ensure her skills are always applying. She provides a lot of good passives on the boss, so keep that in mind if your mana is running low on her, to ensure you have more mana consumption reduction and to ensure core is the purple one. Here's Choi as well, a lot of attack, a lot of damage increase. We do not need crit damage or crit rate because our boy Choi cannot crit, and when it comes to Libora, she's useless, so her main goal is just to survive. Her stats do not matter right there. So that's it for the build. I think I covered everything here. We're obviously using the Phoenix Soul and the Phantom Fire Demon, and of course one thing I should mention when it comes to your defensive blessing zones, to run life, aggressive offense, to always make sure you apply the Guardian set bonus off Gina, and this one right here to ensure your hunters do not die by reducing the damage they take. But that's it for the build. Let's jump in. I'm going to play the battle run, so I hope you enjoy. That way you know what the rotation is like. And yeah, if you enjoyed, make sure to drop your like, subscribe, and do support us. That way you don't miss out on the codes. We have so many codes coming up for thousands of Essence Zones, so don't miss out. Your support was removed, so jump in and join us yet again.
Like so on my